I'm excited to be back, and Fridays are Friday because I'm either going to see my people or my people are coming to see me. We get to be a family on the weekends, and so I'm always super excited. And I also want to give a birthday shout out to Cash Conklin, who will be 8 years old tomorrow. So today I'm going to talk to you about nutrient deficiency that is widely considered probably the #1 medical problem in our country. We are all deficient in it, some of us more so than others. And I'm going to give you some really easy, fun ways to add it back in. And you don't have to cut anything out. I'm not going to make you juice anything. You're really going to enjoy it. So before I get into that, I'm going to talk to you about this deficiency. It's more dangerous than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So being deficient in this, you would be better off smoking 15 cigarettes a day. This deficiency is linked to a 390% increase risk for cardiopulmonary disease, 240% increase risk of liver disease, 460% increased risk in developing depression, and 1,220% increased risk in suicide attempts. Forgive me if I get kind of emotional. I've been feeling all my feelings for a few months, but I bet that one caught your attention. We all know that suicide's been really prevalent lately, especially post-COVID. Since COVID, this rate of suicide attempts doubled in adolescents, 12 to 17 years. And 4 out of 5 of those attempts are girls. Girls are significantly more susceptible. So you're probably now wondering, what the hell is this nutrient and how do I get it? And why our kids are so deficient in vitamin C. So before you go running out and buying a bunch of orange juice, I'm not talking about that vitamin C. I'm talking about connection. I'm talking about our mental health today more than our physical health. And we are all susceptible to a deficient in that connection. And certainly COVID made it even more apparent. And so I'm going to give you 10 ways to increase your vitamin C connection. So first and foremost, make it a point at least once a week, but gosh, as often as you can, of having dinner as a family and make it a big deal. Everyone puts their phone away. You maybe put out placemats and napkins, and you even get the fancy glasses and have the sparkling cider. We do that at our house. And then have friends over too. It's so great to introduce your kids to other adults and to have them experience different conversations and whatnot. It really makes a big deal. Another way to increase your vitamin C, get a pet if you're able and not allergic. And Teresa's got her cats, Carrie's got her dogs. I've got my little Yorkie. Anyone can borrow her anytime they want to, by the way. And the pets have been shown to really increase that connection or just the companionship that they bring. It doesn't have to be a dog or a cat. It can be a goldfish or a gerbil if that's what works for you. Third, get a routine of making a daily stop at a favorite coffee shop and say hello to everyone. Make it a point to look someone in the eye, especially people you don't know, and say hello. You just instantly start to feel that connection when you're saying hello to someone and physically acknowledge them with direct eye contact. It gives you a great dose of vitamin C. And then it helps us also get out of that habit of anonymity that we tend to slip into, we shrink back into the background and go unnoticed and whatnot. So it puts yourself out there a little bit, and who knows, you might make another friend, which leads me to the fourth way. Make it a point to keep up with at least 2 good friends regularly every week. And studies have shown that having this is even better for your health than going to the gym every day. Yes, I said that. It is better to have 2 friends that you keep up with regularly during the week than to go to the gym every day and not talk to anybody with your resting gym face. Have a standing lunch date or, just a weekly catch-up call, something that is scheduled that that you get to look forward to and don't miss it. You can also have a standing gym date though, which would be even better. See, 2 birds, 1 stone. So I had to bring it back that way, of course. Fifth, plan a sleepover for one of your kids, or if you're a grandparent, have one of your grandkids spend the night. Having that extended agenda, free time with other young energy, young people is hugely restorative and connective. And it's really entertaining. Some of the stories that you get to be privy to are pretty comical. Number 6, reserve 30 minutes, just 30 minutes of uninterrupted one-on-one time with your child every week. No agenda, doing or talking about whatever they want within reason, if it's not too expensive or dangerous or illegal. It works magic on the parent-child relationship and creates such a sense of belonging and love for that child as well. And this is something that I'm a huge proponent of, and I fall down more than I care to admit on it, but man, do I notice a difference in my kids. Such a difference. Number 7, join a group that meets regularly. It could be a book club, it could be a Bible study, a running club, but something that has regular meetings, and don't miss them. Not only do you have that connection every week or 2 weeks or however often they're meeting, but then you also show up for yourself, because who do we have the least amount of integrity with? It's our own selves. And so you start having this cadence of accountability, and it starts helping you develop confidence as well. So another 2-bird, 1 stone. Number 8, practice forgiveness. Nothing makes us feel separated from other humans than carrying resentment. And when I say practice forgiveness, like this, I want you to create a routine, a ritual where it's just, if you keep a list, if you have prayer beads, I've known people that have done that, and do this as regularly as you fill your car up with gas, and just have a trigger where you're like, oh, I'm doing that again. So I'm going to go through my mind, through my list, whatnot, and I'm going to forgive anything that I'm holding on to. And it could be a person, a thing, an instance. Just let it go. 9, take a daily inventory of gratitude. And I know that sounds corny, and everyone says, oh, start your day with gratitude, but it feels really, really good when you can just continually have this daily inventory and you just keep adding to the list. And some of the things you get to look back on, and it just makes you feel good all over again, just something that your child said or something that someone said to you. And then lastly, instead of asking someone, how are you? Because what answer do we normally get? I'm fine. Are you? Are you fine? Are you like having a great day, like on top of the world? Or are you not fine? Not so fine? Because we're not fine. No one's ever just fine. And are you prepared to really listen to the answer of that question? Probably not. You probably don't have a lot of time to listen to the actual answer to that question. Instead of saying, how are you? Say, what's good? What's good, Shannon? I get to get on a plane and go back home to my family today. What's good, Shannon? Quinn is crushing it at his school here. What's good, Shannon? Cash struck 3 people out and closed out his baseball game when they won last night. Just, there's so many things that are good. So it adds on to that, the gratitude. And then also, or compliment that person, because how good does it feel when you get a compliment? You feel really good. When you get a compliment too, say thank you, period. That's it. Don't say, oh, thanks, I'm just really tired, I have a lot of makeup on, thanks. We're always making these excuses. Say thank you, period. That's it. So there's 10 quick ways that you can add some vitamin C. If you guys have questions on this or anything else, please send them to me, and I'll do my best to address them at the beginning of next Fitspo Friday, because guess what, y'all? You get me every Friday now. Every single Friday, you get me.